So today we're going to talk about some of the problems you can get with the XR screen and how you can actually navigate some of that by using the actual pens rather than using your finger, because oiling your finger affects it more. And then how can we actually get around that and actually override the Condor using the app and then using the key reader to then decode some locks. Okay, so I'm just going to show you some of the common problems you can have with the XR Condor screens when they get condensation or they have oil in your screen. So far it seems like it's working absolutely fine because the buttons are quite large. Now when it comes to trying to enter the readings in, that's where we start getting problems. So see, it's quite interactive. Okay, and then once you try to manually enter the cuts in, you'll notice that the buttons, that's come up 2 when you press 3. That's come up 1 when you try to press 2. That's turned 3, so there's a lot of problems on it. And then with the pen, you can help it a little bit. It does click a little bit better, but again, the frustration, I tried to click 3, comes up 2. So it can get very frustrating, especially when you're in a rush. So I'm just going to show you how to override it with the app. So we're going to go back to the home menu, and he's going to get his phone, open the XR app, and override the screen. So he's opened the XR, signed in. So we're going to go back to the main menu. We're going to switch, nope. We'll switch the device first, and then select. So click disconnect and get again. Now it should take over the screen. There you go. So you've got to make sure you select the machine first. Don't try and auto-connect till you select what machine you're connecting. Now it's already. Now it's like using the Dolphin. So now we can go via the same option again. So called vehicle database. Just going to download it now, yeah. There's always an update with XR, as we know. So vehicle database, Optical, Severa, H101, yeah. So this is where you can now manually enter the buttons really reactively, which is fantastic. Okay, so it's a lot easier to use. Okay, what we're going to show you now is how to use the actual optical key readers now using this machine. So we're going to go back to the main menu again. We're still controlling the Condor, as you can see. We're going to go to Atherton, and now this is where we've got a real ignition barrel. Okay, so I'm going to show the optical reader doing it. So again, you're going to go down and tell it what car you're doing. So Opal, Zafira, H101. Now you're going to so it's going to release the lock. That's it. Close it out. Okay. Brilliant, so you decode straight away, so we're going to click to cut. You can compare the picture if you want to. Okay, we're going to click to cut, we're going to trust the machine. This is where we can check the key code now. So there's a button at the bottom saying find bitting. Click on that. It then searches that key code for the bitting. It's brilliant, so it's found a Z reading there, so we know we're like 95% correct now. So we're going to click cut key now, we're happy. This will tell us where to insert the cutter to. As you can see, there's no key in there. We're just going to let it go through the motions. It's going to come up fault in a second when we put a key blank in. it's going to come up saying fault, so that's just because of no keying, but that's physically how you would cut the key. Okay, and then you take the key out, flip it over, and click cut key again. Right, we're just going to show you now decoding a aluminium key, because these are one of the biggest worries and one of the big advantages of the new key reader, because if you try and read an aluminium or plastic key using any key machine, it snaps the tracer. So we're going to go straight back to optical reading. Go down, this is for Land Rover. Okay, I can go on evoke, brilliant, HU101, and we're going to get the machine to do the decode. Okay, so lock it in. Okay, so now you've read it, so we're going to click again to cut. We need to check the keyblade, so click find bitting to make sure it's found a bitting. Brilliant, so it's found a bitting which we're happy with, and we're going to click on cut key. Now when it clicks on cut key, it's going to tell us where to put the key up to. So it says jaw A, so jaw A, up to slot 1, okay, so we're going to close the visor. Now on the first generation, you can shut it when it's just a blade. If it's a remote or if you're cutting on one of these, you have to have the shield up. There was a bit of a design from the first generation Condor and the first generation Dolphin until they brought bigger jaws. As you can see, we're still overriding the Condor. I'm going to show you how to disconnect from that in a second. Brilliant, so that's successfully cut. Now I'm just going to show you how to disconnect the machine. So don't just unplug, we need to make sure we disconnect the Bluetooth connection. So we're going to click OK on the phone. Okay, we're going to go back to the home screen. And I'm going to click the button disconnect. Press OK, and then your machine, once disconnected, we can then click cancel. And we're back to where we were. Thank you.